Alright guys, Chip Buddy here. Today we're going to test out the Insta360 X3 on a bunch of different angles. So I'm going to take it out on my electric board and I'm going to hold it probably like half extended on the stick to the side, so it's a little more discreet. Sometimes I feel like when people are using it and it's just like sticking out 5 feet and everyone's looking at you, sometimes you just want it to be a little more discreet. So we'll see if you can get away with that. Maybe like a couple feet out, holding it to the side, see how that looks. Then we're gonna do one where it's in front of me, fully extended up, and then in front of me down, and then we're gonna do behind me as well, up in the air, and then behind me low. I feel like if you bring it low to the ground, it might look kind of cool where you can get some shots that look like you're going super fast even when you're not going that fast. Yeah, so let's do it. It's a beautiful day. We've had such a good fall here in Alberta. It's amazing. All right. Freshly paved road. Okay, so I'm going to start off with that kind of discreet shot I was thinking of, but one I didn't mention is I also want to do straight up above me, kind of see how that looks, because I'm curious if the stitching is going to cut off if I hold it right above me. So we'll give that a go and we'll see how it looks. So this will be the first shot, the discreet one. So just extended it maybe like 1.5 feet and angle it a little bit towards me. How distorted I am. But if I wonder if that looks any different. So yeah, this is just like hip level, about 1 foot out from me. All right, I'm gonna do fully extended above me. Got cows in the field. You can see them. Oh, there they are. Hey, cows. Okay, now let's do below me, fully extended. This next one, I'm just going to do straight above me and see how that looks. See if it cuts me off at all. Fuel up. remembered I can't drink this while I'm filming when I'm boarding. So usually, hold the remote, I hold the drink. It's one downside to only having two hands. I guess I could get the helmet mount and see how that looks. I'm just I don't know, I kind of like to see myself boarding, you know, with like the invisible stick and all that. I think putting it on your head kind of takes away the magic. But I mean, I guess if I had my helmet mount, I could just jump between the two. When I want to drink stuff, just put it on my head, and then when I want to get some cool action shots, I'll just throw it back on the stick. I have been looking into getting that what was it? It was like almost like a 10-foot stick, invisible stick, and I've seen some pretty sick shots of what people have been able to get with that. So that's something I might get eventually. Gotta convince my wife first. Maybe Christmas. We'll see. One thing I wanted to say though is in the last video I made where I unboxed this, you see me struggling putting on those sticky, whatever you call it, like lens covers. Already, I've taken this camera out just a few times, mild stuff. I've already got some major scratches on that thing. So like, I heard that they scratch easily, but I'm shocked, even after hearing that, how easily scratched these things got. So I mean, I'm glad that my lens isn't scratched, but now it's like putting in some weird flares and lines in my videos already from the scratches. So that's something Insta360 you might want to look into fixing. I haven't tried, there's like another kind of lens covers you can use, which seem like they're a little bit better quality. They're like twice the price, but I mean, these things only last a couple days. It's just kind of weird to me that it's like you give, the Insta360 gives like 4 sticky things for those lens covers, as if they're meant to last beyond the stick, but it seems like that's not the case. So I don't know. I'll try the other ones eventually. Good stuff. barely. That's one of the cons of this versus a one wheel, is I feel like the turning radius on this, even if you get loose trucks, is, you know, it's got 4 wheels. It's not comparable to a one wheel turn radius, or to a turn radius on one wheel. Also the remote, so like I was saying, if you had a one wheel, one hand for the camera, one hand for the tranks, but this limited. But I feel like I have a little more control with the wheel, in my opinion. I mean, it's cool, it's really intuitive on a one wheel, leaning back and forth and all that. But I don't know, I just personally, I'm just into the longboard vibes. That river. So this is my analysis. I would say, just from the experience of using these different modes, these angles, it obviously feels the most comfortable, the most discreet, like I was saying, when it's like, you know, I kind of held it maybe less than 2 feet hip length, like on an angle, so the camera was on its side, but I got the horizon mode, whatever, set up so that it's always up and down. So I feel like using it in that mode, if it looks good, if it has the look you want, I feel like it's easiest, because sometimes it's like I'm riding and I feel like I'm calling for everyone's attention when I got like a 5-foot pole and holding it out like straight up, and everyone's looking like, what the heck is that guy doing over there? Like, it's a little bit strange, you know, and like I'm fine with that, but at the same time it's like, I don't want people looking at me all the time, especially when I'm looking like an idiot. You know, like doing dumb things, or when I wipe out or hit bumps, or, you know, like I'm not the best rider in the world. Put that out there. I make a lot of mistakes. I've had a lot of wipeouts, and I don't love people just staring at me. And it makes it even more like, you know, when I look cool, it's cool. People are like, oh man, he's looking cool right now. When I got a big stick in my hand, it doesn't look that cool. Let's be real. Especially when people have no idea what they're doing, like, or what I'm doing. They probably think like I'm trying to film myself with this tiny phone. Looks like a little. They probably think I'm trying to film myself with this little Nokia mobile phone. And I'm not even getting myself in frame. You know, like it feels awkward. If you can get past that, you can get some pretty sweet shots, because that's what initially made me want to get one of these cameras, is the like the invisible floating camera look. That's how, like, with snowboarders and that. So yeah, anyways, that's kind of how I felt using it. It's fun, it's awesome, but you got to be able to accept the fact that people are going to be staring at you and usually thinking you're a nut, which I guess I'm used to, so that's fine. Anyway, so those are the shots. Let me know what you think, and peace.